Think effectively. How first principles can change the way you think. Thinking, a natural, daily activity for every human. It seems effortless, right? After all, our minds are constantly flooded with thoughts all the time. But here's the catch: thinking effectively is a different story. And it makes a huge difference when you're making decisions on your life problems. We live in an age where information is abundant but fragmented. Social media posts, articles, YouTube videos, news snippets, these sources flood our minds with disconnected pieces of knowledge and information which we consume every day. It's like trying to complete a puzzle with random pieces from different boxes. It's hard to actually put them together into a systematic knowledge tree. Without order, the information doesn't stick, nor does it form a coherent understanding, which is why you forget information, which is why you don't have a deep understanding of certain fields. That's where mental models come in. Mental models aren't magic spells or shortcuts that solve your problem instantly. They are frameworks, powerful tools to help you think more clearly, critically, and effectively on everything. By using mental models, you train your brain to organize information systematically, making better decisions, and question every single problem in your life. See it from different perspectives and angles, and illustrate, analyze it, and ultimately provide a solution for your problem. First principle thinking, the mental model of clarity. Among many mental models, first principle thinking stands out as the most effective and, to my understanding, the most effective. First principle thinking encourages you to break a problem or idea into different into the most fundamental truth of itself, the undeniable facts, before rebuilding an understanding and solutions from the ground from those facts. Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur behind Tesla and SpaceX, famously credits first principle thinking for his success. When challenged with the high cost of building rockets, Musk didn't accept the conventional assumptions. Instead, he asked, what are the fundamental components of a rocket? And what would it cost to build one from scratch? He listed the cost of each materials, which he found way cheaper than purchasing a whole rocket. By identifying the base level truth, he revolutionized the aerospace industry and built his rocket on a way cheaper price than normally will. First principle thinking cuts through assumptions, eliminates biases, and forces you to convert reality as it is, not as you think it is. So, how do you use the model in practice? Here are two powerful methods. The first one is the Socrates questioning framework. Socrates questioning is a method that involves asking probing questions to challenge assumptions and biases in your understanding, and therefore uncover the fundamental truth of the question. Named after the philosopher Socrates, this framework helps you demonstrate complex ideas step by step. First principle thinking was also acknowledged as a discovery by Socrates. That's why his method is very effective in using the framework first principle thinking. Here's an example. The questions might be, what am I assuming here? Is this assumption absolutely true? Why do I believe this? What evidence supports this idea? What happens if I think about this differently? What are the consequences of me thinking about this? Imagine you're trying to improve your productivity. Instead of accepting the assumption that I'm bad at managing time, apply Socratic questioning. Why do I believe I'm bad at managing time? What actions or habits are leading to this belief? Is this belief based on evidence, or is it a generalization? What will happen if I done differently? What are the consequences of me believing this thought? By breaking down your problem with these questions, you discover actionable truth rather than drowning yourself within self-imposed assumptions and biases. Second way is the 5 whys framework. These 5 whys is simple yet powerful questioning technique that helps you dig deeper into the root cause of a problem. The idea is to ask why repeatedly, at least 5 times, to uncover the most fundamental truth. Example, my problem is I don't meet my project deadline. The first why might be because I underestimated the time it would take. Why did I underestimate? Because I didn't plan thoroughly. Why didn't I plan thoroughly? Because I was overwhelmed with other tasks. Why was I overwhelmed? Because I didn't prioritize my task effectively. Why didn't I prioritize effectively? Because I lacked clarity on what tasks were the most important. After the 5 whys, you identify the root issue, a lack of clarity and prioritization. The clarity helps you solve the problem at its core instead of addressing surface level symptoms. If you are thinking in a normal way you do every day, you might identify this as you didn't plan thoroughly, which is on the surface level, that's why you never solve your problem of not prioritizing your projects correctly. That's why the first principles thinking is so effectively, because it digs into the fundamental issue of your question instead of surface level, which helps you improve and adjust quickly and effectively. Why does first principle thinking matter? First principle thinking isn't just for engineers like Musk or philosophers like Socrates. It's for everyone who wants to think better, whether you're a student, professional, or simply someone looking to take sense of the world, struggling to save money, question your assumptions about spending and necessity, feeling stuck in your career, challenge what you think is holding you back, trying to learn a new skill, break it down to the core components and master each step along the way. At its core, first principle thinking empowers you to simplify complexity, discard unnecessary noise, and rebuild your understanding with clarity. It's a tool for life and a lifelong tool, a way to think deeply, decide better, and act smarter than ever before. Thinking effectively isn't about having more thoughts, it's about thinking with purpose, structure, and clarity. Mental models like first principle thinking model provides the tools you need to cut through the chaos of modern information overload and see the world for what it really is. Use the framework to dive into the truth of this world instead of stucking on the surface level biases and assumptions that you input from the internet. The next time you face a challenge or decision, don't settle for assumptions or some fragmented information you heard online. Dive deeper, ask questions, ask better questions, build from the ground up, and find the simplest truth. And then you can build up from there and create your own way of solving this question. Because once you master how to think effectively, you can unlock solutions to problems you never thought you could solve. Mental models are great tools to help you on that journey. If you want to know more about mental models, or if you want to know different mental models that I use often, comment down below and I'll share more in the future videos which can help you improve your life. Thank you for watching and see you next time.